friends and family, welcome back to the Tbsp kitchen. If you're visiting for the first time, a warm welcome to you. On the menu today is our wet version of Ghanaian Bofrot or Puff Puff. Let's get started. Yes, friends, so I love the simplicity of the wet version of Bofrot or Puff Puff, and you'll see what I mean. Stay watching. Here are the ingredients listed on the screen right here for your convenience, and it will be repeated in the description box below. So we start with our dry ingredients, and that's 500 grams of plain flour or all-purpose flour, and that's 50 grams of sugar that just went in, followed by a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and nutmeg, which is the same amount, and that is yeast, and that amounts to 1 tablespoonful of yeast or 1 sachet of it. Whisk your dry ingredients together to get them well incorporated and set it aside, and begin working on your wet ingredients, which all have to be at room temperature. That is key. You have to have your eggs, your milk, your water all at room temperature. So 1 egg goes into the bowl, whisk it, and add your evaporated milk. And that is 50 milliliters of evaporated milk. And that may seem like a lot, but let me tell you something. If I'm going to have this fried, decadent, indulgent pastry, I'm going all the way. No skimping here. So I just added 1 cup of water to it. Now whisk it all together till it is well combined. Next, the dry and wet ingredients come together, and you're going to use a wooden ladle or a spoon to mix them together. Now we need a little more water, so we add 50 milliliters extra of water, and the water is still warm. Another 50 milliliters will be added. Now you see that I'm adding the water in bits, and that is very purposeful. And the reason is because you can't take the water out once you've added way too much water, but you can always add a little more water. So it's always good to add it in bits. Remember, this is a pastry, so you want to be able to replicate the recipe at a later date perfectly without any problems. So it is important that your ingredients are accurately measured, okay, and keep a record of it. So there you go. Now you're gonna get in with your clean hand and beat this dough until pull, stretch, and beat it. Get it well mixed so that it is smooth, silky smooth, stretchy, and sticky, and ready to rise, just as you can see here. Now you need a warm and closed location such as your oven or your pantry for the dough to proof or rise. You have to put a cling film on there and set it in your pantry. In this case, I set it in my pantry for 90 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes, and voila. See those air pockets? And it has doubled in size. It's perfect and ready to go. Do not ever leave your dough to rise overnight. It will ferment. It will become sour from that alcohol, from the yeast. Okay, so all you need, if it's active yeast, it takes only about an hour to proof. Our oil is going over medium heat. You want the oil to heat up totally before you start dropping your dough. Now we are deflating this dough, and it is ready to go. Now you're gonna knead it just a little bit, and see how it has become wetter? That's because of the proofing. So I feel this is the perfect consistency right there. So now let's practice. You're gonna take some of the dough into your hand. You're gonna throw your hand back and forth and let the dough fall back into your palm as you do that. And that's how you're gonna shape this dough to get as spherical a shape as you possibly can before you drop the dough into the oil, as I am doing here. And you want to be careful to not splatter any oil on yourself. There you go. Now as you drop the dough into the oil, it settles on the bottom, but in a few seconds, about 5 seconds, it rises back up to the top. And the minute that happens, you want to begin turning them. You don't want to let it sit and cook on one side till you get that perfect color you're going for before you turn it to the other side. You want to constantly turn them so they cook evenly and get a consistent color throughout. There you go. Now, if you lack dexterity in your hand, as I do, this is what you'll turn out with. You know, almost spherical. You know, you might have some irregular shapes here and there, but no worries. They still look beautiful and they taste amazing. Now you can also use an ice cream scooper for the same effect. So see how I'm constantly turning them? And if you overcrowd your pot, that's even better because they support each other. As you turn them, they support each other. It makes it easier to turn. So the first ones that you scooped in are now ready. I like this color, so I take them out. That's the color I'm going for. Now here is the ice cream scooper. Just wanted to demonstrate how you can use the ice cream scooper for the same effect. Okay, so there we go. We are almost done. It took 10 minutes to cook the first ones that just came out. The last one just went in. So 4 of them were done with the ice cream scooper, and we'll see how they turn out in the end. Those will cook last. So yeah, see how you have to turn them right away? That's what I mean. Yeah, constantly turn them. So they are ready. 10 minutes for this one as well. In Ghana, we enjoy these beauties with our breakfast porridge, hausa cocoa, or other porridges, regular cocoa, or even breakfast beverages, such as tea or cocoa, hot chocolate. Yes, oh yes. These are delicious. So you have to try these. You and your family will love it. All right. So now let's look at these last ones here. Those are the ones that went in with the ice cream scooper. I think the shapes are just perfect. What do you think? So there you go. They are ready. We are all done cooking our Bofrot or Puff Puff. And yeah, my children can't wait. Yeah, they are out here like, are you done yet? So there we go. This is beautiful. Try this recipe and let me know how it goes. The difference between the dry version and the wet is that this is the wet and this is what it looks like. When you squish it, it bounces back. They are very squishy. The dry version doesn't bounce back. That's the difference. There you go. I have a recipe on that. It's on the bottom link there, so check it out. Now look at my kiddos. Yeah, my babies are like, let me get mine. Thanks for watching. Make it a great day and have fun, especially in that kitchen.